Don't ever struggle with your gut health again, especially if you've got a lot of gas and bloating, maybe have a leaky gut. Well, I'm going to go through some of the most common causes and 7 of my best tips how to deal with and actually heal that leaky gut, of course, and doing it naturally. Okay, some of the most common causes for that leaky gut. Number 1 on my list, lack of sunlight. So did you know that your gut microbiome is very much connected to your outer environment and especially your circadian rhythms? And that information that our microbiome gets and our skin cells and our brain gets from that proper sunlight exposure makes all the difference in terms of the way that our gut works. And leaky gut is very much correlated to lack of that natural sunlight. Okay, the second cause on my list is too much artificial light. So blue light, which you probably are looking at a screen right now, whether that's from your screens, whether that's from your artificial lights in your home, in your office, this is a problem because that blue light wavelength, so the lights don't necessarily have to look blue, but the wavelength of light that's coming and hitting your eyes, hitting your skin, is higher in that blue nanometer wavelength. They're usually around 460 nanometers, very damaging to our gut health and is sending the wrong signals as to that natural sunlight outside as to what time of day it is. And this is going to affect your circadian clock mechanisms in your gut, in your brain, causing a mismatch and can exacerbate that leaky gut. Okay, number 3. Another cause for leaky gut is EMF exposure. I've got a ton of other videos all on this topic, how to mitigate your risks against those EMFs, and that is basically anything that is artificial and plugged in around you, as well as Wi-Fi signals, your cell phone signals, very damaging to the proper functioning of our gut. And EMFs can actually exacerbate the growth of some less friendly gut bacteria, those microbes in the gut, as proven in some of the research. So you really have to be mindful of your environment when we're talking about leaky gut syndrome. Okay, number 4 on my list is that unhealthy microbiome. So not having enough of the good guys, like your probiotics, and having too many of the bad guys. So whether that's the parasites, it could be, the intestinal worms, their eggs, as well as candida, which is that fungal overgrowth of this organism. These can all cause that unhealthy microbiome, leading to the different stages of dysbiosis and making that leaky gut so much worse. Okay, number 5, another cause of leaky gut is glyphosate. Now, glyphosate is a herbicide and it's used in the big crops, especially here in North America. So whether that's wheat, whether that's corn crops, oats as well, they're using that glyphosate. And this helps with their crop yields, but it's really destructive to your gut health and especially opening up those tight junctions, causing that leaky gut in your intestines. Okay, number 6 is medication. So certain medications are actually known to cause micro holes. So they punch little holes and cause microbleeding in your gut, in your stomach. So these are usually the non-steroidal anti-inflammatories. So your painkiller that you're taking for your headache can be causing that leaky gut syndrome. So just be really mindful of anything that you take, of course, to help with other ailments. And number 7, another cause, of course, is stress. Now we know that when we're stressed out, it can affect our bowel habits. We know that that's not the best in terms of our inflammatory response and can definitely make that leaky gut so much worse. Okay, now here's the important part. Let's talk about my 7 tips for that leaky gut. Okay, tip number 1 is to follow Mother Nature's prescription. So what does that mean? That means optimizing our circadian rhythms in tune with nature. So one of the things you can do is see the sunrise or as close to sunrise as possible. You're going to go outside, you're going to take off your shoes and get grounded at the same time. Really important to send the right signals to your brain, to your skin, to your eyes, to your metabolism and to your gut that everything is okay in your world and that you're in connection with your outer world. That's really important for your gut microbiome to send those right signals to that gut microbiome, helping to seal up those tight junctions in the gut. Okay, tip number 2 for leaky gut is to stop snacking. It's not great. There's something called your migrating motor complex in your gut. It needs to be in the fasted state between meals to actually move your food through your intestines. When you're snacking all the time and you keep eating and you're spiking your blood glucose levels between meals and that food is in the gut, you're not going to be able to move your food through as you should, and that can lead and exacerbate that leaky gut. So stop snacking. Okay, tip number 3 is to reduce your EMF and your blue light exposure. That goes without saying. We know that these are the causes of that leaky gut. So really fixing your environment is going to go a long way for helping with your gut health. Okay, number 4 is to optimize your microbiome. So you may need to take some herbal medicines to kill off, if you know, or maybe you don't know, that you've got those parasites, the worms, maybe the candida. There are specific herbal medicines that I love to help to get rid of those bad guys, but then you've also got to put the good guys back in, your probiotics. So eating live fermented foods, really important, but taking a good quality probiotic designed for your human digestive tract can be really helpful as well. Okay, tip number 5 for leaky gut is to increase your selenium, or some people say selenium. This important mineral, really important for helping to seal up those tight junctions in the gut, actually helping to heal that leaky gut. One of my favorite foods for selenium, of course, are Brazil nuts. Just eating 2 per day usually is going to give you the required amount, your RDA, for that selenium, and optimizes your gut health function. Okay, number 6 on my list is to get more natural sunlight exposure. So this is, yes, in the sunrise, absolutely important for your circadian biology, but even midday, that UV exposure, and then as the sun is setting, also really important. So spending as much time outdoors, especially if you have really bad gut health, is really going to help you, and that's because it's going to send the right signals, remember, to your skin, to your eyes, creating more melanin, which is important for gut health. So the more melanin that you're making on the outside, that's going to go inside to actually help with your proper internal function of your organ systems. And number 7 on my list is to avoid toxic ingredients as much as possible. So whether that's in foods, whether that's in even the vitamins and supplements that you're taking, you've got to look for toxic excipients, those non-medicinal ingredients. A lot of extra fillers and chemicals go into supplements and a lot of other foods and processed foods especially that can wreak havoc on your gut health, making your leaky gut so much worse. So you've got to do your best to eat a clean diet and always choose whole food supplements without any fillers or flow agents. Now, for a list of toxins that could be hidden in your food, I want you to learn more and check out my video, Are These Toxic Additives Hidden in Your Food? I'll see you there.